Let me start by telling you this. Success is not some magical moment that happens to a lucky few. It's not about waiting for the stars to align. Success is built brick by brick with every single action you take each day. And the foundation of those actions is your habits. Success is not a single event, a lucky break, or a sudden moment of achievement. It is the culmination of the habits we consistently practice every day. The difference between those who rise to the top and those who remain stagnant often boils down to the small, seemingly insignificant actions that they perform on a daily basis. These actions compound over time, creating a trajectory that leads either toward success or toward mediocrity. If you want to achieve great things, you need to recognize that your daily habits are the building blocks of your future success. Every single decision you make, whether conscious or unconscious, shapes your destiny. The way you wake up in the morning, the habits you implement during your day, and the choices you make in your personal and professional life are all part of a larger system that determines where you will end up. It's easy to underestimate the power of small habits, but it's the consistent, repeated actions over time that ultimately lead to massive results. The ability to consistently make the right choices, even in small things, is what separates high achievers from those who fail to reach their potential. For instance, waking up early might seem like a simple act, but it's the foundation for the rest of the day. It sets the tone for productivity, discipline, and focus. Those who wake up early are often the ones who get ahead, not because they have more time, but because they use the time they have more effectively. What they do with that extra hour or two in the morning, the habits they form around those moments, sets them up for success in ways others can't even see. These habits are often invisible, but they make all the difference in the long run. It's important to realize that success doesn't come from grand gestures or major leaps. It comes from the small habitual actions that you do repeatedly. These daily actions might not seem like they're moving the needle in the short term, but over time, they build momentum. Habits like setting goals, tracking progress, and working on personal development might seem like small tasks, but when they become second nature, they add up to something much larger. It's about creating a life where success is a natural outcome of your habits rather than a random event that you stumble upon. When you commit to developing good habits, you start to notice small wins that accumulate into larger victories. The consistent pursuit of excellence in small things leads to greater success in bigger endeavors. Each small habit you build, whether it's a morning routine, a disciplined approach to your finances, or simply reading for self-improvement, becomes a brick in the foundation of your success. These habits don't just help you achieve your goals, they help you grow as a person. They shift your mindset, alter your behavior, and transform the way you approach life. But it's also crucial to understand that bad habits work in the same way. A bad habit, no matter how small, compounds just like a good one. The habit of procrastination, for example, might seem harmless in the moment, but over time, it creates a pattern that leads to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. The habit of avoiding discomfort can keep you stuck, never pushing you to break through the barriers that hold you back. These bad habits silently erode your chances for success and prevent you from reaching your true potential. The problem with bad habits is that they're often harder to recognize, but their consequences are far-reaching. The danger lies in allowing bad habits to persist unnoticed, thinking they don't matter in the short term. Over time, however, these habits accumulate, and you'll find yourself in a position where the impact of your choices becomes undeniable. You'll wonder how you got to where you are, and the answer will lie in the habits you allowed to shape your life. The same way good habits lead to success, bad habits lead to failure. But it's not always immediately success and failure are often invisible at first, but over time, they reveal themselves through the choices we make every day. To create lasting success, you need to develop a heightened awareness of your habits. What you do today, no matter how small it may seem, is shaping your future. Every day is an opportunity to reinforce the habits that will lead to success or to break free from the bad habits that hold you back. This is the power of habit. It's not just about making big, sweeping changes in your life. It's about consistently choosing the right actions day in and day out until they become second nature. The road to success is paved with discipline and consistency. Every time you choose to engage in a positive habit, whether it's reading a book, exercising, planning your day, or practicing gratitude, you are strengthening the foundation for your future. These actions become part of your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who is disciplined, focused, and productive. And this shift in self-perception reinforces the positive cycle, making it easier and more natural to keep up those habits in the future. It's time to take control of your habits. Success is not something that happens to you. It's something you create through the small decisions you make each day. If you want to achieve greatness, you need to focus on the habits you form, because those habits will be the ones that ultimately determine whether you succeed or fail. Don't wait for success to find you. Create it, one habit at a time. Every choice you make, no matter how small it may seem in the moment, has the potential to shape your future. We often think of success as something that happens overnight or as a result of a few big decisions. However, the truth is that success is a collection of choices, daily decisions that, when made consistently, build upon one another to create the life you desire. Whether you realize it or not, every choice you make, from the food you eat to the people you surround yourself with, is shaping the trajectory of your life. When you wake up in the morning, you're faced with a series of choices. Do you hit snooze and give in to the temptation of more sleep, or do you rise early to get a head start on your day? That choice, although seemingly insignificant, sets the tone for your entire day. The way you choose to start your morning, whether with intention or procrastination, has a ripple effect on how productive and focused you will be throughout the rest of the day. And over time, those morning choices become ingrained habits that either propel you towards success or hold you back from reaching your potential. Your choices also extend to how you manage your time. Every day you are presented with opportunities to invest your time in ways that will either bring you closer to your goals or push you further away. Do you spend your free time scrolling through social media, or do you dedicate it to learning, improving, and growing? The choices you make with your time determine the direction of your life. Those who are successful have learned to guard their time fiercely, choosing to invest it in activities that will yield long-term benefits, while avoiding distractions and time-wasting habits. But it's not just about how you spend your time. The people you choose to surround yourself with have an even greater impact on your future. We often underestimate the influence of our social circles, but the truth is that the people you associate with will either elevate or diminish your potential. If you surround yourself with individuals who are committed to growth, success, and positivity, their energy will fuel your own ambition. On the other hand, if you choose to spend your time with negative, complacent individuals, you'll find that their mindset and behaviors begin to seep into your own. The people you spend your time with shape your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your success. Your choices also affect your mindset. Every time you face a challenge, you are presented with a decision. Will you embrace the discomfort and use it as an opportunity to grow, or will you shy away from it and settle for what's easy? The way you approach challenges is a direct reflection of the choices you make in the face of adversity. People who are successful understand that growth happens when they step out of their comfort zone, when they choose to embrace the discomfort that comes with pushing their limits. These choices build resilience, strengthen character, and lead to greater achievements. Financial choices are another area where decisions can have a lasting impact on your future. How you manage your money today will directly influence your financial freedom tomorrow. Do you make impulsive purchases and live paycheck to paycheck, or do you practice discipline by saving and investing for the future? Every dollar you earn is a choice. You can either spend it on temporary pleasures or invest it in assets that will appreciate in value. Successful people understand that the choices they make with their money today determine their financial security in the future. They prioritize long-term gains over short-term gratification and make intentional choices to create wealth. Health choices are equally important. The decisions you make today about what you eat, how often you exercise, and how you manage stress will affect your physical and mental well-being for years to come. Choosing to adopt a healthy lifestyle might require effort and discipline in the short term, but the rewards are far-reaching. A healthy body and mind are essential for sustained success. If you neglect your health, you risk burnout and hinder your ability to perform at your highest level. On the other hand, choosing to prioritize your health through regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and proper rest sets you up for long-term success in every area of life. The choices you make about your personal development are also critical. Do you choose to invest in learning and growing, or do you remain content with your current knowledge and skills? People who succeed continuously strive to improve themselves. They make a conscious choice to read books, take courses, attend seminars, and surround themselves with knowledge. They understand that in order to reach the next level, they must constantly evolve. Personal development is not something that happens by chance. It's the result of intentional choices made every day to improve, grow, and challenge oneself. In addition to the internal choices you make, there are external choices that influence your future, such as the career path you choose and the opportunities you decide to pursue. Every job, project, and partnership you take on is a decision that shapes your life's direction. Do you take the safe route, or do you step out and take risks that can lead to greater rewards? Successful people understand the importance of making bold choices, of stepping into opportunities that challenge them and force them to grow. They don't settle for the status quo. They choose to pursue the path that will bring them the greatest fulfillment, even if it requires stepping into the unknown. The choices you make about your attitude and your perspective are among the most powerful decisions you'll ever make. Will you choose to see challenges as obstacles, or will you view them as opportunities for growth? Will you allow setbacks to discourage you, or will you choose to keep moving forward with a positive mindset? Your attitude determines how you respond to life circumstances. People who choose optimism, perseverance, and a growth mindset are the ones who overcome adversity and achieve success. Your attitude is the lens through which you view the world. And your choices and how you respond to challenges can either propel you toward your goals or keep you stuck. The choices you make today, both big and small, will ultimately shape your tomorrow. Every decision you make is a building block of your future. It's easy to think that the small daily choices don't matter, but in reality, they are the most important decisions you'll ever make. Your choices have the power to create the life you desire or to keep you trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. The key is to make intentional, conscious decisions every day that align with the future you want to create. Habits are the silent architects of success. What many people fail to realize is that the small, consistent actions we take every day compound over time to create results far greater than the sum of their individual parts. The power of habits lies not in the immediate rewards they provide, but in the cumulative impact they have when practiced consistently. Habits, when properly aligned with our goals, lead to exponential growth. This is because they build momentum and lay the groundwork for continuous improvement, which is the key to sustainable success. Without habits that support growth, we may find ourselves stuck, despite having the potential for greatness. Exponential growth doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of tiny, deliberate actions repeated day after day. Think about the habits that top performers consistently practice, such as setting goals, prioritizing tasks, and focusing on personal development. These habits may seem small in isolation, but when compounded over months or even years, they produce extraordinary results. A single small act of reading a few pages of a book every day may not seem like much, but over time, it could add up to a vast knowledge base that can significantly enhance your career or personal life. This is the magic of habits. They work slowly, silently, and powerfully behind the scenes, turning consistent effort into large-scale achievement Consider the habit of exercise. At first, working out might feel like an insignificant effort, just another hour spent at the gym or perhaps a short jog in the morning. However, when this habit is repeated over time, its effects multiply. Over the course of months, you'll notice improvements in your physical health, energy levels, and mental clarity. In the long run, those hours spent training build a strong, healthy body that supports every other aspect of your life. The key to exponential growth here is the consistency. It's the act of showing up each day, even when you don't feel like it, that turns ordinary exercise into extraordinary results. Habits also function as the foundation for personal and professional growth. If you build a habit of reading, not only do you become more knowledgeable, but you also create the opportunity for continuous learning. Every day you invest in your education, you are adding a new layer of understanding and skill to your repertoire. Over time, this habit of learning becomes a powerful tool for advancement. As you accumulate knowledge, you can apply it in new ways, make better decisions, and adapt quickly to changing circumstances. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the more equipped you are to tackle new challenges and seize opportunities. Even seemingly simple habits like maintaining a clean workspace can have a profound effect on your productivity. When you establish routines that promote cleanliness and order, your mental clarity and ability to focus improve. A clean and organized environment helps reduce distractions, creating a space where you can think, plan, and execute more effectively.